Morning boys, girls. It's a it's a hot one already. We feel the temperature's up. Certainly warm this morning on the way to school. We lost a hamster this morning, unfortunately. So one of the Russian girls, she passed, and it was my one. Bless her, poor little Barley. So we hadn't seen her for a few days, and her food was left untouched. And usually she's up chewing the cage, and yeah, went digging this morning to find her in the fluff, and she was cold and asleep. So very sad today. We lost a hammy. The girls are a bit upset. Today we've got a BMW 1 Series, I think it is. It's having front and rear dash cameras, F200 Pros. And then this afternoon I think I've got a Mercedes that's coming in that has no sound. Fucking trees. Yeah, so we've got a Mercedes coming in, it's got no sound. We've got to look at the radio or amplifier or something today, see what's going on with that. Should be a nice chill Friday. And then maybe if it's warm enough today, Liz is working from home, wifey's doing the whole clean routine this morning. That's why I'm doing the kids drop off, because we've got another house viewing. We had one, they put in an offer, it was basically too low. We said if they can come up we can sort of, you know, a deal out, but they'd offered 250 and 256 was kind of their limit, so we're not having that. Obviously we've got the house up for 270, so it's a hell of a drop. So we've got another guy looking at it. Still obviously waiting, but it is a Friday, nearly the weekend. If you don't work Saturdays, then today is a good day. If you work Saturdays, then today's a Thursday. But anyway, I understand the excitement. We're going to get off to work. We've had a little increase in subscribers. Not much has changed. I've got another unboxing to do today, which will be quite cool. Another good one. I'm going to try and keep these going because I don't know what it is about you lot. You love unboxing videos. It's mad how they go down. The SPH DA230 video, the Pioneer one, that's on tens of thousands of views now, which is quite bizarre. But yeah, if that's what, you know, if it's the if that's the kink, if that's the click, if that's, you know, people like unseen boxes, I can't talk, let alone, yeah, if they like unboxing videos, then I guess we do more. So another one coming. This one is a new Pioneer. So we're gonna get off to work, get coffee, chew the fat one next door, start the day. See you soon. Morning all. So DPD are not coming with my camera. That's not happening today. So the Beamer is outside, but I've just phoned the lady. She's going to come pick it up. We'll do it Monday. Can't get hold of the part because they've messed up. But here we go. Look at this. What's this? Ford RS. Very nice one in blue. Now, previous Alex was talking to this guy about an install, and I gave him a date. Didn't confirm the date, but unfortunately he's travelled and shown up today. That little previous Alex, what a
dirty little bastard.
So we've got Ford Focus, he's got all his own kit. So we've got component set front, component set back, dynamat for the doors, LC7i from audio control, which is going to take the sound from the factory head unit, convert it, make it good, into a Rockford amplifier, which is a 5-channel. He's got a center channel speaker to change. We're not going to do the 5th channel off that because obviously that's a sub channel. So we've got front, mid-range, full range, rear full range, and then a subwoofer. That's not going to deal with a sub channel, so we're not going to keep that. We're going to save that for a sub one day. Speaker adapters, amplifier kit, extra RCA lead, all of this stuff. So this is my task. Currently we have the car stripped, so seats out, dash out, radio out, Y harness in. We've got to do power from the front. It's a really nice car. It's obviously got some nice tasty bits on it. Motune. Yee. So we've got to get sound out the head unit into the LC7i, which by the looks of things, what I'm going to do is stick the amp. We were going to go in the back in this tray and cut the tray up, but it's going to be tied in there with no air, and obviously it could overheat, so we're not going to do that. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to hide the LC7i up there where we've got a bit of space, and then amplifier is going to sit here. So we've basically got a short nice cable run in and out of the factory system. It already has the upgraded speakers from Sony. for the Ford. Obviously we're going to change that, sort all this out, put the Rockford stuff in. There'll be a crossover in the door, sound treatment. I'm a little bit concerned about the depth of these Rockfords. The Power Series is quite hench, and they do have quite a big magnet on them, so I've got to get a door off and just check that these are going to fit, because they are quite beastie boys. Rockfords are good speakers, we like them. Crossovers, tweeters are self-explanatory, we know what we're going to put in. So I've got my my working head on. I'm thinking things through at 1,000,000 miles an hour. We've got a lot of work to do, but I'm going to get cracking on this. The phone hasn't stopped, and I need to stop answering calls because I need to get some work done. See you in a bit. It had to be, didn't it? From 11 degrees to the hottest day. Right, so we've started in the front. Let me just discuss this. Lovely little engine bay. Liking the little add-ons, it's very, very cool. No Motune. So we've got power situated onto the battery, run round, fused, and then down, and it goes into a little grommet down there, and that now is running orange cable into the car. So that section of it's done. I've got my Y harness attached, so we can do an in and out on the radio without disturbing the Ford wiring. So we've got our speaker ins, speaker out, so we can feed this and this into the LC2i, then down to the amplifier, and then back up and in. So that's good to go. We're going to save the speakers till last, because I think that job, depending on the width of the speaker, obviously we'll get the amp and everything else installed ready to go first, and then look at that last. So we're going to get the amp mounted, all of the wiring and knick-knacky stuff done first, and then we'll look at doors and sound treatment after. Right, let's keep cracking, see you in a bit.
One pair of pants later.
Right guys, lunchtime's come and gone. I'm making it through the day on water, French sweets. Anyway, let's have a look at this, shall we? Let's give you a little update. What are we at? 1:30, 2 o'clock nearly. So I'm busy getting the wiring done first. I'm going to leave the door speakers till last. So we've got our amp, power cable in, RCA's in. I've added some because they weren't right, the ones that we had. We've got our outputs, sub cable is there, you can see, run to the back of the car, ready to go. Remote out, remote in, and earth. So the amp is pretty much wired. We've color coded our RCA's with heat shrink, so we know which is left, right, forward, backwards, up, down, sub, in and out. Okie dokie, shake it all about. Yes, I'm going slightly mad. I've been on this, my brain is fried. Next we've got the LC7i. So we've got our inputs, front and rears, powers, ins and outs. Again, RCA leads depicted by heat shrink, what does what. This is going to get fitted inside there. Then in the dash I've modified an ISO harness and a what we call an SOT harness, a Y lead. So we've got no cable cutting to do on the Ford loom. So I've taken off the Ford plug. We've got a Ford plug there. So we'll have speaker out, which runs down, goes into this. And then we've got speaker output here, which runs up there and goes into this one. And then we've got our powers, goes out of there, all the way down and into here. So I've kind of done a nice neat job on the back of the radio, so the Ford harness is left alone and everything is plug and play. This will get fitted up inside there, that will get fitted under there. We've lost the air vent that's coming out of here, just to give it a bit more space, and I can then tuck the cables down in there. The customer will keep the air vent, so if he wants to put it back in, he can do. He's just sat on the seat there. But we're doing all right. Power is done in the front. I don't know whether I showed you this, but obviously we have our power cable, air cable tied onto the big earth that runs to the body, and then that runs into the car. So the front end is done. Basically the connections are done underneath the seats. We just need to tidy up the cable and sort of screw everything down, tidy up the cable, get that done. Head unit can now go back in because the ins and outs are sorted, and it's pretty much door speakers, wire and test. And my god, my phone has not stopped all day. Speak to you in a bit. Right guys, absolutely banging headache. So let me tell you where we've got to. So I've started putting things back together, which is a good shout. And I've started taking the door apart, ready to put the sound treatment in and do the speakers. We've had fun. So turns out this Ford Focus doesn't like having no speakers attached to it and running through an amplifier and a processor, or low line converter, sorry. So the audio shut off, so I've had to then cut everything apart again and add in an Audison USS4, which is a device that basically puts load onto the system to make it think it's still got speakers connected, but it hasn't. Then it works. So we've got our amp down here, that's ready to be fixed. Everything at the minute is tested and it's on and working. I've got to obviously locate that inside there out the way and secure all the cabling out the way. Amp's got to be fixed and screwed down, and then we've got 4 doors to take apart, add the sound treatment and add the speakers. I have checked with the factory speakers and the window depth how close we are with the Rockfords, and they are going to go in. They're close, but they are going to go in. So I'm going to get the sound treatment done on this door. We've got to find a place to mount the crossover, so we'll have a look in the back of the board what we got. So we've got, oh, it's got lighting in the door and everything. Maybe back here I might have to cut this thing off, put the crossover there. They're not exactly the biggest crossovers in the world, but they are quite chunky, and we've got lighting everywhere that we need to be careful of. So this is tonight's job. I'll probably be coming back early when the temperature has cooled down, but for right now I'm tired. I haven't eaten yet, it's too hot. I'm going to go home, jump in the pool, see the girls for a bit, have some dinner, probably kip, and then come back early in the morning when the temperature has dropped sufficiently for me to be able to work without sweating. But my head is banging, so I'm going to have a tablet first and then tidy up, get the cars in and shoot off for the night. Speak to you soon, everyone. Hope you're well, enjoying the weather. See you later, bye.
Hello.
Right then, my dudes, managed to squeeze it all in. I've got the van running with the aircon on. I love the dash on that thing, it says max cool. So we've got the most powerful aircon going, but it's a warm one. It's very uncomfortable. I'll take some tablets, and it's not the edge off my headache, so I don't feel sick anymore. But after a dip in the pool, some food and a little sleep, I'm sure we'll be back down here early in the morning attacking Les Focus, which is just here. Got the Lotus in, got the Chaser in. Nice car. I'm not that big on my Fords, but actually I like the blue. I like the stuff he's done to it. It's a really nice example. Really clean. It's a good one. It's quite cool. I've always been a fan of baby blue ever since the RX-7. But yeah, it's all right. So we made headway today. Got a lot done. There's a lot to do. But I'm confident if I have a stab at it tonight or this morning when it's colder, I should get the majority of the sound treatment speakers done, and maybe we'll be chasing 1 or 2 tomorrow afternoon for him to come and pick it up. We've got work on tomorrow as well, as the Focus, and we have got an unboxing to do. I'm not leaving you hanging, I've just not had time to do it, guys, but we are doing an unboxing for something which is really cool. It's the Pioneer Evo 950 DAB, but it's the Citroen kit, the Ducato kit, the dash change, big screen, 9.5 inches. Yeah, it's a beast of a kit. So that's coming as soon as I get 5 minutes. I was going to do it today, but that happened. So that's it from me. I'm going to pack up, go home, go swimming with the girls, and I will see you bright and early in the morning. Anything you want to ask, obviously get the comments in the comment section down below. If you haven't, throw us a like, do the usual stuff, support the job. I do it for love, but I also like sort it out. Press that button. See you in the morning.
Do it.